can't stop my shine. They know it's my time. Let the world know I've arrived. I'm on the rise, unstoppable. Watch me do the impossible. Watch me do what I got to do. I'm too hot for you. I'm not about to lose. I'm the greatest. Big smile for the haters. Whole world know that I made it. Call me the greatest. Big boy famous, Mr. Amazing, blazing. Call me the greatest. Say it again. I will not ever pretend. Call it revenge. Tell all your friends. That boy at it again. Call me the greatest. It's the moment of your life. You can see your dreams glowing in the lights. Came up from nothing, a soldier in the fight.
Welcome back, everybody. Crimson here on the Ramajama Taylor channel, and I have here. South of 10. What's up, man?
Not much. Not much at all. Just got done watching a really good Raw. A lot better than Money in the Bank.
Hey, like I said, you know, we were in for a pretty good Raw.
Yeah.
And we got a pretty good Raw. Who let the Wyatt Sicks sick Wyatt in here?
Wowie. What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
I don't know, but do you know what's up? I think Adam Pearce knows what's up. That guy sitting in his locker room, his office, should I say?
Oh yeah.
What guy?
Taylor Rotunda, which everybody wants to call Bo Dallas. Is it Uncle Howdy?
Come out. What?
Is it Taylor Rotunda? Is it Bo Dallas?
No.
Is it Uncle Howdy?
Oh, what'd you say, E.T.?
Wait. He was there? Hello?
Yeah.
UGABOY.
I'm here. Did you see what I saw?
What?
What'd you say, E.T.?
Am I going to have to put up Google or something? What you see?
So y'all didn't watch? Did you not see Adam
I didn't
Pearce?
see what?
Tell us what you're talking about.
Oh my Lord. Okay, so Chad Gable is talking to Adam Pearce.
Well, yeah.
He needs a hot minute of a vacation, right? He said he's done, but yet it's quite crazy because I'm not trying to get ahead of myself, but later on he's still talking to these Creed brothers, and he's like, "Hey, I need a vacation." Adam Pearce opens the door, and we saw the man.
Yes.
That's going to continue this horrific horror scene. And if you don't acknowledge them, if you think that you have forgotten, you will pay.
I was going to get into that.
But anyway, moving on.
UGABOY.
UGABOY, I just want to tell you that I was pulling your leg the entire time.
I knew what you were doing.
Well, I mean, and that's fine.
I just played along with it.
It's fine, but you know, just to warn you, you know, the last time somebody tried to pull the Wyatt Sicks is you know, like a trick or whatever out of their whatever. Remember, Pat McAfee decided he didn't want to show up for about 2 weeks.
Right. Well, let's get into how Raw started. Since this is a Raw review, let's talk about what happened first. It's clobbering time. CM Punk is kicking off Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God. Can we just all say it? We thought we were going to see it Money in the Bank when Seth got screwed. Yes, Seth came out. He is not Randy Orton, but I would have loved to see him pull a Randy Orton and beat the living shiznits out of Jack, which is known as CM Punk. He runs that mouth
Guess
too
what?
much, man.
Guess what, UGABOY? I love it. Punk is so nonchalant about this. He doesn't take Rollins serious. He doesn't take Rollins seriously at all, and I love it.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't take nobody seriously. All he does is make excuses, and he started this crap a long time ago when he got with his beautiful wife now, AJ Lee. Maybe she pulls the strings in the family, right?
Well, Punk and Rollins went back and forth on Raw. CM Punk To Seth
What
Rollins, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to screw anything up for you. I have a singular focus, and I understand you do too. And I screwed that up, and I'm sorry. But
Well,
because of you, I really can't be that sorry, can I? Seth or CM Punk says, when are you ever cleared? You will not even be able to say the name Drew McIntyre before I snap your arm and put that back on the shelf. And it looks like we're heading towards a triple threat match at SummerSlam instead of Punk versus Drew. I don't know. This might be a bad idea. Punk and Rollins feud should be its own thing after CM Punk and Drew, after their feud's over. What do you guys think?
I just don't understand CM Punk's views. Okay, I want to paint a picture here for you. Okay, so he just says, "Oh, I'm sorry." Then basically he lies, right, in front of Seth Rollins' face and the entire world tonight in Canada, but also in Canada last Saturday night, 2 nights ago, he screwed Drew McIntyre when he could have easily said, I'm just going to screw whoever. And then that way it would give him a golden opportunity to beat Drew McIntyre. If Drew wins, it'll be awesome for CM Punk. Why? Because he could go after Drew McIntyre for the damn title. This is the 3rd time he screwed him. Maybe people need to let me remind everybody, should I say.
You look like you have something to say. Hold on, UGABOY. You look like you got something to say. Stop it, Dan.
Oh. Dude, you do know that CM Punk's getting tunnel vision. I mean, have you ever been mad and can only focus on one thing and one thing only and do it and done everything you wanted to or could to get your hands on that? That's the same thing here. I can't tell you how many times I've been frustrated. I can't tell you how many times I've been mad, and my repercussions affected other people other than the one person I was trying to screw over. And at that point, I don't give a burger flipping ducks for.
Hey, look, obviously the prize is not the world championship, right? It's just like Seth Rollins said, okay? He screwed Seth Rollins out of that. Okay, now, here's the thing. Now, Damian Priest was a man, and however this turns in a couple of weeks, Seth Rollins hopefully will get a title shot. He'll probably get screwed. Gunther somehow will probably win it, and who knows what will happen.
No,
but the whole point of it is this, okay? CM Punk, what's his point? Oh, this is the same guy, whether if you like Vince McMahon or not, that told WWE to suck his nuts. Excuse me for not censoring that out on this show, and I apologize.
Nuts is a fine word to say.
But this is the same company that said to go to hell. This is the same company that had to turn his own mic off. This is the same guy, but yet it's okay for Seth Rollins, who sells merch, who sings his songs, puts butts in his seats. By the way, CM Punk won't be able to do in the next week or two, but Seth Rollins will be still having everybody sing his song. And yet Seth Rollins is the one screwed.
Well, let's not stay too fixated on that for too long. We have moving on backstage. Dominic Mysterio pleads with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce to not let him tag with Liv Morgan tonight. Pearce says that the tag team match was Liv Morgan's idea and mentions Dominic interfering in the last 3 women's matches, world title matches, and tells him he's in the match and then leaves. So Liv Morgan then shows up, says that she's made the match to make it up to Dominic for costing him his match against his father, Ray, last week, so that they can go out and do their thing and show everyone that the real daddy is the Mysterio family. Anyways, Dominic reluctantly agrees to the match. Rhea, from that minute, I knew Rhea was coming back for sure. And, oh boy.
Well, look, my opinion on this is, first of all, Raw used to go on the same channel, USA Network, to 10:05. We saw there at the very end, and I want to make this clear because we don't know moving forward. It kind of keeps everybody in limbo, okay, that he opens his arms, right? Dominic's like so happy to see Rhea.
Whoa, no, that was not a happy. I'm happy to see you. That was him. I'm trying to explain something here.
Yeah, that
was
wasn't
him trying to get out of trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, the way I look at it and the way I view it, and I'm not trying to put. I know that Dominic in real life is married, and I know obviously Rhea is with Buddy over there at AEW.
Yeah.
But the way I see it and the way I view it is that he could have ran Liv Morgan off, maybe, just maybe. And because he's wanting to plead and everything with Rhea Ripley, obviously she's probably going to break up with him if hasn't told him, but she probably has. And looks like Dominic is going to be the 40-year-old version of Monday Night Raw.
SOUTHOFTENN, your thoughts as well. Not to cut you off, UGABOY.
Dominic is thinking with his little head. All right? He's trying not to, but he's thinking with his little head. I mean, you can sit there and can't tell me that he didn't like her massaging his hamstring.
God, would you? Jeez.
When he fell on her, you notice he lingered a little bit, and they almost embraced in their kiss. I mean, come on.
Hey, look, I just would have just smooched her. Just went on in. Hell with the script. Screw Rhea Ripley. I would have went in. By the way, I don't know.
He was going to get his ass whipped for that, though.
There was the Revenge Tour. I saw a while ago on X, which is Twitter.
Hold on,
Rhea Ripley has new merch, and it's called the Reality Tour. Badass shirt. You should go check it out.
Jey Uso beats Chad Gable after the Wyatt's music hits and the lights go off. Jey runs, and Nikki comes out and scares Chad once again, but Chad doesn't get touched. Instead, once again, another box was handed to commentary team. But this slow burn's getting kind of old, but I think we're just out of it. They're not attacking Chad. They haven't gone after Jey. Kind of the same thing every week. Nikki just, Sister Abigail hands tapes over for the third straight week. So hopefully the storyline's getting going. And real quick,
I believe it is.
Go ahead. But yeah, I was going to say I'm led to believe that after what we see here, what I'm about to play here for you guys and for everybody is telling me that this is definitely going to get off the ground as soon as probably next week.
Yeah, go ahead and play it, and we'll talk about it.
Delivered another package to the announce desk. It was another VHS. We got it to production truck. Let's see what this week's chapter is all about.
Tell me more about your family.
My family. I took those that no one wanted. The discarded. The forgotten. I gave them a purpose. Gave them they're so happy that you remembered them. Because being a glutton for punishment doesn't make abandonment hurt any less. Forsaken, alone, begging for mercy as the buzzards circle. There's been loss. Too much. But grief is the price we pay for love. But now, we must set the captives free. So they need no master. Do you think Do you think we are sick?
Sick. Yes, I do.
than sick is what will be.
Dude, right there, when he says he's going to set them free. Now, I thought kind of this is how I thought it was going to go. We'd get a tape every week on each character. But right now, that was awesome because they put every character in that tape. And
Yeah.
that kind of, I mean, think about how long and drawn out it would have been to do a tape every week on a character. So I think that was the smartest route to go. And I'm excited to see. I don't think I've ever done a show with you guys, and I haven't said I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week with this. It's the hottest thing in wrestling, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to touch on something here. And it wasn't just my thought. It's been going around the world since this video that we just watched came out. They showed everybody behind the mask besides Sister Abigail. So obviously we know Nikki Cross, but then, then this is where I was talking to you, Crimson. I wanted to share this off the air, on the air, but you wanted me to wait. So, we get caught up, and I hate to continue to talk about it, but I feel like she's going to have a significant part in it. Now, do I think that Nikki Cross will be replaced? No, I do not. But it makes me wonder why they didn't do that. But at the same time, next week, SummerSlam is in Cleveland, Ohio, which a lot of people suspect Alexa Bliss will come back. Now, maybe not exactly the way we think in this faction or whatever, but they are in Dayton, Ohio, next week for Monday Night Raw. So, and last week, if you go back and I kind of iterated on this a little bit, I touched on it. Okay. There was another female in that was, as Chad Gable was going back, right? You got these characters. You see every character besides Uncle Howdy, and there was a female. There was another female. I'll drop the link in the comment section below.
All right, yeah, dude, definitely do that. And where we can see it.
But
real quick,
I'm curious, what is y'all's thoughts on, could there be a possible new member? Where does Bo Dallas? Is it Taylor Rotunda? I mean, what are we getting here? Or is it still Uncle Howdy?
I think you're looking too much into it.
At this point, we don't know what we're looking into because I don't think there is no Bray Wyatt fan out here. That anybody that loves all of his work that he has put into what Taylor Rotunda is doing now with Uncle Howdy and everything else would have predicted. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, but there wasn't one Bray Wyatt fan that said they would all come back at one time, which they did. So, but go ahead, South of 10. What's your take?
I think you're looking too much into it.
What's next?
Just enjoy the ride. Yeah, so what if
enjoy the ride, Clyde?
So what if we didn't see Nikki Cross behind the mask of Sister Abigail?
But I'm asking the question. It's not okay. I understand what you're saying, and all due respect, but why did they not just show it?
You're a horror fan. Hold on, UGABOY, I gotta cut you off, bro. You're a horror fan. You should know better and know way better than that because look at Michael Myers. No one saw his face until years into the movies.
I get that.
I mean, the bad boogeyman, the bad guy, the whatever. They don't.
What I'm asking is, I understand what he's saying.
Antagonist doesn't reveal themselves instantly.
Right. But also, what does that mean for the other people? And yes, I'm not looking too deep into it. I'm just asking a simple question. It was weird that they showed everybody. Okay. And for the love of God, they even showed Taylor Rotunda, which we already knew a long time ago when Bray was still alive, that he was Uncle Howdy. But what I'm saying is why did they not do it with Sister Abigail? Is it because we've never seen Sister Abigail's face besides of that somewhat of that nature? I couldn't begin to tell you. But what I can say, that's the buzz that's going around. That's the buzz right now.
Thank you, UGABOY. Sheamus and Bronson Reed will be fighting, but not tonight. Reed tells Sheamus to watch him and beat up Pete Dunne. And this is just something for Sheamus to do till Ludwig gets back and gets healthy, because he's injured. But yeah. And then
my thoughts real fast on this is that no matter what direction in a week goes from now to next week with Sheamus, I think Sheamus and just quite frankly, Drew McIntyre needs to find themselves together. And Drew's got to get himself back on track. Now I know that's probably not going to happen right away, but maybe down the road, I would love to see them as a legitimately good tag team like they were and doing what they usually do best, and that's kicking some Irish ass.
And Bronson Reed defeats Pete Dunne. After this match, Sheamus comes out and hits his finishing kick on Reed, and he went to celebrate with Pete, but then he pushed Sheamus off.
Yeah, I suspect Bronson's going to win this because there's no meaning to it, honestly. I mean, I hate to say that about Bronson. I mean,
Right.
Bronson Reed has God-given talent. He just can't win when it matters.
We have here Seth Rollins and Damian Priest meeting backstage. Rollins says he will keep his end of the bargain up. He'll keep that end of the bargain, and that he won't have a shot at the World Heavyweight title as long as Damian is champion, and tells him to improve a lot more if he wants to retain his title because he got lucky. Priest stops Rollins before he walks away. Damian said that the gentleman's agreement is thrown out the window. Once Priest defeats Gunther, he says at SummerSlam, Priest will give Rollins another shot at the title anytime, anywhere. Rollins reaches out his hand and they shake it.
So here's an idea that
Shake it off.
It probably won't happen, but I think that they kind of need to redo this. How about they put the cherry back on top since CM Punk is suspended and make it say, okay, no one will shove it out. Adam Pearce says, okay, no one interferes. And the stipulation is Seth Rollins won't get another title shot if he loses. Priest is out of Judgment Day, which, by the way, I don't even know if Judgment Day will make it in the next couple of weeks. But either way, Priest will be out if he loses Seth Rollins. I love to see that stipulation since CM Punk finally won't be around for a little bit.
Out to 10.
I get the feeling you're not a fan of CM Punk.
I don't have a problem with CM Punk. Where I have a problem is he's running his mouth. No, hold on. He's running his mouth.
He's CM
like
Punk.
He's the best. Hold on.
That's his. Go ahead.
Hold on. I want to answer the question. All right. This is why I'm irritated with CM Punk. Okay, because he is costing current people that's giving us something to talk about. Right? Yeah, you can say, okay, CM Punk's giving us something to talk about now. But he is supposedly on the show. Is he hurt or is he not hurt? And if he isn't hurt, get his ass in the ring and let him fight like a man. Quit screwing up good matches, man. These matches, Money in the Bank, I could make a laundry list of all night long of how many times and what CM Punk has done. And don't even get me started on how CM Punk has already screwed up a professional wrestler, which is on commentary right now, and Wade Barrett back when it was next.
Whoa.
So this
Wade
is not.
Barrett is.
Let me tell you,
Wade Barrett may be making a return.
hey, that's awesome. But I'm just making a point that this is not the first superstar or the second, should I indeed say, that CM Punk has screwed while he's supposedly on the show.
I see a lot of myself in CM Punk. I'll just be dead honest with you, because although I'm not a professional wrestler.
What are you talking about? You are a wrestler.
Yeah, FMW. I've screwed people over, but that deserved it. So he's doing nothing that I wouldn't have done.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay. So you screwed people over when you're on the shift and you're supposedly hurt, right? And these are title matches. And by the way, I said it a while ago, I'm going to say it again. Anybody that has a brain cell, if you're going to screw somebody over, let them win it and then screw them somehow by screwing them and winning the title. Because that's what CM Punk could do. Now, CM Punk can't win nothing, and I'm loving it. And Seth Rollins is about to kick his teeth down his damn throat.
Whoa. Back it up just a whole bunch. The whole idea of screwing Drew was to make sure he did not win. I mean, he beat the crap out of CM Punk at Chicago, took that bracelet, took the one thing that he cherishes. So CM Punk decided to take the one thing that he cherishes, and that's the championship.
This was before the bracelet. This was way before the okay. So what did Seth Rollins? So Seth Rollins is supposed to get screwed. Seth Rollins didn't take a damn bracelet on SmackDown.
Again, when you're seeing red with envy, you're not thinking clearly, and he apologized for that.
It wasn't sincere, but Colby Lopez, which is known as let me just say this: Colby Lopez, known as Seth Rollins, is going to kick his teeth down his throat. And I would love more than a great return by Corey Graves, which is good friends of Seth Rollins. Maybe, just maybe, if he pokes his head talking about CM Punk on SmackDown, he makes his return and screw CM Punk. You know why? Because him and Seth Rollins are good friends.
All right, we got to move on, guys. Sami Zayn comes out and says he deserves more than what he deserves respect, more than what he got and all that. And Sami talks about how he's, you know, for over a year he's been putting on incredible matches and how he was the one to beat Gunther, and yet still no one really gave him a chance to beat Bron. So he says nothing against Bron, but he should never be counted out against anyone. I mean, this brings out Bron. Bron doesn't say anything at first. Sami asked him what he wanted to fight, a rematch, what. Bron said he actually wanted to come out here, give him credit. Sami is the first person to actually beat him legitimately on Raw, and he knew it would happen eventually, and he didn't think it would be against Sami. Bron says he knows he can't just get a rematch for no reason, but Bron has been thinking, and then boom, spares Sami. Then he just does it again, runs in the ring and spears him again. The Mad Dragon comes out to check on Sami while Bron is taken back by security and producers.
Didn't I see Kurt Angle's son in there too?
I think you may have.
Yeah, Bron Breakker.
Well, there he was right there. He was in the picture frame. The fella in the tux. Oh no, I ain't got my glasses on.
Sami's banged up. But you know what? Here comes Bron. Looking like he's gotta go number 2. That's how he walks out there. He just walks like he's gotta go.
He's a.
When I gotta,
he's
that's how I walk when
SOB.
I gotta go. I walk like Braun Strowman.
At least he don't walk like Dance, right? But he is one big son of a bitch. I mean, let's just say that. I mean, good God, I wouldn't want to pick a fight with him.
The Judgment Day defeats the Awesome Truth and Braun Strowman. The Miz is clearly starting to get frustrated with Truth's mistakes. Eventually, he will turn on him. I think it's not a matter of when, it's if, or not if, but when, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen for sure. And we saw some weird stuff happening. Backstage, Liv Morgan is seen stretching Dominic Mysterio out before their tag team match.
The only thing that would have made this better if we would have heard cheesy 70s porn music playing in the background.
Yeah. Look, this picture right here, I want you to keep it on here for a second. I'm telling you right now, this image is going to, of course, she's going to be more mad at Dirty Dominic Mysterio, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, but look at these guys right here, these people, and the only
they get caught by the rest of the Judgment Day, and while they're in that awkward position, Damian says to Dom, "I thought you were done with this," and he said it's not that hard. And then Carlito says, "I don't know, it looks hard to me."
Something was hard. I guarantee you that.
He said it looks hard to me.
Okay, I'm trying to make a point. Okay, so real fast. If you look at this is what I think Rhea Ripley is going to look at. Of course, Dirty Dom is going to get the most of it, right? With Liv Morgan, I guess you could say. But if you want to say Judgment Day, remember Carlito officially is not in the Judgment Day. Where is he at in this picture? It's like they're basically approving it.
He's in there.
He's like right
behind
Rain.
Exactly. I'm saying, I know, but I'm saying, look at this picture and show me where. So remember, Rhea Ripley is a smart.
Carlito came in. He's behind the two guys.
I know, but I'm making a point. If you look at this photo, he's not in it right this second. He's not a member of the Judgment Day.
I know what you're trying to say. He's hanging around them. So
And
therefore, he kind of is.
Hey, can we say this on the show? When Rey Mysterio drop kicked, right? Or not drop kick. He tripped up Dirty Dom. I thought this was the best of the best. He dropped, or not drop kick, excuse me. He tripped him up, and supposedly Dominic Mysterio's face went into her, in between her legs, okay? And so they roll out of the ring, and then she said, it's okay to Dirty Dom. It's clean. And I could not believe it. I laughed my tail off. Did y'all catch this?
Yes. And
Jesus.
Again, the Judgment Day defeating the Awesome Truth. It happened.
So is there a chance?
Good stuff.
Let me ask you a question. It's probably not a chance. But what if somehow Dirty Dom over time can make it up to Rhea Ripley? And they get back together. Maybe they still are. Maybe it's just complicated. But what if, since Finn Balor really stole the hotel key, him and Liv Morgan really, but all along, have this big cahoots?
Are you meaning to sit there and say that you think they're gang banging?
No, I did not say that. I'm just saying, could Judgment Day fall apart because of this? What's the odds? I don't think it's possible. But what if the storyline went that way? That would be crazy, wouldn't it?
It's just a matter of time before they break up anyway.
Yeah.
It'd be that way. It'd be another way. But this is definitely through a wrinkle, a crack in their foundation.
Obviously. I mean, they're not going to be. I mean, look, we'll get into that. But set for next week. Right here before your very eyes. Ring General facing off against Damian Priest. We got Sheamus and Bronson Reed. And Drew McIntyre coming back next Monday.
We still got, and then we got Rhea Ripley. She's got this awesome shirt I was telling y'all about, the reality tour. And so that's going to be awesome to see on Monday Night Raw. Also, what the Wyatt Sicks can really do. What else? Dayton, Ohio. Oh, this is what I wanted to make. I was wanting to share with you guys.
Well, hold on before we get, because we got a little bit more time here. I want to get this real quick. Our main event here. Dominic Mysterio accidentally lands between Liv Morgan's legs, and every time we just get more. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not really that jealous of Dominic Mysterio.
Me personally, if I was running the show, I mean, he may get his tail kicked by Rhea Ripley, but I mean, Jesus, I mean, just let him go with Liv Morgan. Let him, start doing some stuff that, like the lot. He's already doing a little bit of line. It's the cheating, kind of the Eddie Guerrero mirage. Look, I think this is where Dominic Mysterio's script needs to kind of pick up.
And we have here Dom beats Rey for the first time ever. Liv and Dominic Mysterio defeat Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio via pinfall, with Dominic scoring his first win, and once again over his father.
Hopefully it's the last.
It's not going to be the last. I don't mind being the bearer of bad news. No, that's not going to be the last time they face off.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, but it's just crazy to me that the situation that Dirty Dom's in. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Would you want to call your woman mommy, or do you want to be called daddy?
Speaking of mommy, mommy's back. And hey, like I said, guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys did too, but I got this prediction dead on. I think, this was, definitely bound to happen here soon. She runs Liv off. She gets in Dom's face and tells him that mommy is back. That's what she said. If you guys didn't read her lips there towards the end, he tries to hug her, but gets denied. That's why he had his arms out.
We don't know, because USA.
That was
Well,
It
you're
wasn't
right.
my fault.
Well, yeah. It's more of a shrug his shoulders. It wasn't really a hug. I don't know.
Well, we don't
No.
really know because the night that also USA decided to cut something off, remember Liv Morgan decided to smooch it and then share it all over Twitter or normally it's known as X, and that's the only reason why we knew about it. So who knows? USA again screwed
Thinking
it up.
back on it, you know damn well he wasn't trying to give her a hug. So
Well, I mean, here's the thing about it, and this is what I was saying earlier. Would you rather see now us going to Netflix? You know, we got the blood and all this stuff. They're getting better at it and everything. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Would you rather see Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, however this goes, or together, right? Or him smooch, make out, and be with a hot babe in Liv Morgan? I'm sorry, I'd rather him be with Liv Morgan. I mean, you even said it. Judgment Day's not going to be around forever.
let's get into this real quick. Yeah, it's going out soon. We have Taylor Rotunda sitting in the GM's office.
Yeah, we spoke on this briefly a while ago.
Yeah, but not really.
But
Look into those eyes.
Details at all.
I don't know if anybody can zoom in, but there's actually some people saying that not only is he doing a great job on how they're using him, and because Bray had that raspy, I would like to call horror voice. Bo Dallas, Taylor Rotunda, he just kind of don't, but he is doing an awesome job. If you really look at this picture and how he's acting and everything, man, it's spot on.
As the camera fades in or pans in, just, he starts smiling at the camera, smiling, snarling up.
That can only mean one thing. It's about to
go down.
And it's going to be mayhem. It's going to be devastation for all of WWE, and especially Chad Gable, if you ask me. But it's going to be very entertaining for us. We may end up seeing, we kind of hinted toward that tonight that, they showed them without the mask and all that. And he has released them. They're probably fixing to be doing
everything you want to see, UGABOY.
Yes. Not necessarily on their own, but their own tactics.
Yes.
That pours out, and
it's going to be interesting, man.
Yes.
To see what they're going to do. And it might be that or completely different. It's hard to predict.
Yeah, I agree with you guys on that. I just want to see more of what, and we will down the road, of what Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross can do. I love the idea still. Kind of get a little burned out, but I love the idea. You got a new horror movie, which, the horror movie's been around, Saw, and it says play it, or however. And I love how they're using that a little bit with the VHS tapes. So very creative. I'm blown away on how Taylor and or Bo Dallas, whatever you want to call him, is doing with this. I think he's doing a great job.
If you guys had to rate this Raw, what would you rate it?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, UGABOY. We'll start with UGABOY.
Well, it wasn't bad. I'm going to settle for about a 4 again. It was definitely better, I think, than Money in the Bank. 2 points.
No, there ain't no question about it. It was definitely better than Money in the Bank. My left nut was better than Money in the Bank.
No.
Yes.
You know why?
Money in the Bank such a big hairy donkey dick.
Why the left nut? Why not the right nut?
Because my left nut's bigger.
What if your right
what do
one?
you rank? What do y'all rank? And because I want to make 2 points before I head off, but y'all rank what y'all think the show was.
I'd give it a solid 4.
4.5. I would give it, if Rhea would have just slapped Dirty Dom, I would have gave it a 5.
I would have gave it a 4.5 if that happened.
I would have gave it a 5 if we would have seen a slap.
Next week, I'm probably going to be saying Probably I'm going to be saying that Raw was a 4.5.
I would have gave it a 5 ranking. High expectations. If Dirty Dom just slapped the shit out of Rhea Ripley and it went off. But yeah.
Well, that's what South of 10 just said.
No, I said Dirty Dom slapped Rhea Ripley, which probably wouldn't. But anyway,
okay.
So
I got you.
Two things I want to point out. The referee that screwed Seth Rollins, I'm glad there was a twist. You could see he was in hot doo-doo. He was nowhere to be found. I don't know the gentleman's name, but let me just tell you, he really, really made a bad mistake at Money in the Bank. This guy's been, I believe, employed with the WWE for 2+ years. So it's sad to see someone like that make a big screw up, but I don't know if screw up is the word. And then number 2, and I said this a while ago because I think it's very crucial. Last week when Truth handed out tag team title, match, granted Liv Morgan, obviously Judgment Day, they won it. And where I'm going with this is that the whole Miz was upset because he said he wanted to walk in his hometown at SummerSlam and, be tag team titles. I think they should have had, I said last week this, I'll say it again. Yeah. They said, I would love to have seen, I think I said this for Money in the Bank, but since they did it for Monday Night Raw, R-Truth and The Miz to have a title match.
Well, Miz is about to
they
turn.
Were going.
Miz
no,
is about
they
to
should have
turn.
waited. Let me tell you what they should have done.
Well, Miz is going to turn on R-Truth.
Well, probably so now. But this is what they should have done. They should have waited till next week in Dayton, Ohio. By the way, it is Ohio. And The Miz and R-Truth should have became tag titles and walk into SummerSlam in Cleveland, Ohio, and they fulfill their freaking dreams. That's what they should have done. And that's my final thought. I don't know why they did that.
That's 10.
Okay. Whatever.
Any statements? Any remarks on that? All right. We rated Raw. I think it was good Raw. I mean, I don't know. What did you guys think? Get down in the comments below. Hit the like. Smash the like button. And just get in there and give us your thoughts and opinions. They're always appreciated and welcomed here on this channel. And that's pretty much all we got for you guys.
Hang on. I hang on.
Oh, he might have something for you.
UGABOY, where are they going to be at next week again?
Dayton, Ohio. It's called the Nutter Center. I'm not really too sure why somebody would name the center that, but hey, it is Dayton.
Okay.
Dayton, Ohio. But, and that's the thing. Like, it would be beautiful because the next premier pay-per-view would be SummerSlam in Cleveland, Ohio. Now they have nothing.
The more you know, Joe.
Yep.
I know one Joe, but hell, he's got to go.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks
all right, UGABOY.
Show. I'm ready for Jimmy Uso to come back. I can't wait to see some more yeeting.
All right,
Jay
Triple H.
Uso. And Triple H, show your face if you want to tell us to shut the hell up sometimes.
All right, Paul, I got one thing to say to you. It's going to be wrapped up when I say it's wrapped up.
Oh. Laying it down on the Triple H. He might pedigree you, bro. He might come in your house and with a sledgehammer and
I hit him with a turn the page.
Ooh, that's
tune in to FMW if you want to see a turn the page.
That's a fatal one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, South of 10. I appreciate you around here as always, man. Hope you have the great rest of your week, and I appreciate you coming up on here and talking a little wrestling here on Wrestling Talk. And really, we leave you all with this. We have one thing that we say around here, and that is to wrestle on. Boom, shakalaka.